Hello. I'll wait till some people hop on. Geez, just going live all the time these days. Building an audience, building an audience. Gonna wait for some peeps to jump on. Hey, if you're on, let me know if you can hear me okay. Awesome. Awesome. Hey. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about the post that I posted earlier. And yeah, that experience that I had earlier today in Manhattan, Upper East Side. I'm getting used to this. The locations of where I'm at any given moment. And thanks, Rich. Thanks, Meredith. Hey, Armand. Yeah, so I had just left Le Pen and I was headed to H&M, to be quite honest. And I was like, I'm just gonna go see if I can get some clothes. And I'm walking down Lexington, and I see this lady, and she's crying, and she's not really able to get her words out as I walk past her, and immediately it was kind of gut-wrenching, and I had thought, you know, you need to stop. You need to stop. No one's even paying any attention to her. You need to stop. And I let myself keep going and keep walking to the end of the block, and by then I had goosebumps. And for those of you who know why I'm in New York, it is because I have it's because I've built my business up enough to the place that I can serve people and that I can see people for a living. And so this is my job. This is my job, to turn around and see people and to serve them any way that I can. So I did turn around. I went and I saw her. She was crying a whole lot by the time I got back there. And anyway, hey Ryan, I'm not nuts. Thanks though. Okay. Yeah. Text messages while doing lives are distracting. All right. So, I got back to her and she was like, I'm starving. I had a stroke. She was telling me, in as many words as she could get out, that she, was really suffering and in a whole lot of pain. And so I brought her inside of the, little cafe that she was standing outside of, and told her to get whatever she needed. And, she chose cake after looking at all the pies, and ended up getting grapes, and I checked her out, but what she really needed was a ticket to Long Island, where she lives. And I got a few people who responded to that message, and I'm not trying to call anybody out, but I just want to explain something. When you are selfless, seriously, don't distract me. Live teaching here, okay? So when you are selflessly in action to somebody else, when you are pursuing that, the reward is in the doing, and it's not in the expecting of what the person is going to either give you back or do with the money. I knew that there's a very good chance she could be a scammer. That's not my job to know where her heart is. All I know is that I was being led to give to her in that moment. And when I see another human being in pain, whether they're faking it or not, there's a reason why they need the love. And if I can show them love, then I'm going to do that. And I'm not going to do it with expectations of how that person is going to receive it. Because it's funny, because karma yoga, for those of you who hear like karma's a bitch, that's not really what karma is. Just to FYI you a little bit, karma is selfless service. Karma is receiving the reward in the giving, because that's where the reward is. It's not in you get what you give, like you put out into the world whatever energy, you're going to get that back. That karma yoga is essentially you giving with no expectation of any return, because your fulfillment is in the giving. It's not in the expectations of what you're going to get out of it, if that makes sense. So, no, I appreciate that some people are reserved and think that giving to people on the street is a mistake because they might be scamming you. I can appreciate that. I personally won't ever live my life that way. And when I'm walking down the street and I feel convicted to turn around because I know I can help, if only to see somebody and give her a hug, I mean, that's a selfless gift with no money. If I could only do that and give of my time, that's just as important. I didn't know what she wanted or needed, but I'm glad that I could give her a meal, and one that she really wanted, and not when I was really trying to force feed her something else, like please pick something else besides cake. But no, I just, like, I would never stop giving with the fear that they're not going to do the right thing with the money that I'm going to give them. Thanks, Hunter. Thanks, Meredith. Oh, it's spotty. I'm so sorry. I hope that it's not spotty for everybody. Yeah. So my encouragement to you guys is stop thinking about what the outcome might be. Stop letting that cripple you. That's going to limit your ability to impact lives. It really is. It's going to limit your ability to love people. And, like, what are we put on this earth to do if we're not going to do that? That's my opinion. Does anybody have any questions? Hello, Melissa Ann. Janelle Solomon. Yeah. So just to recap, karma yoga, selfless action, without any expectation of what you're going to get out of it or what they're going to do with what you give them. I hope that makes sense. I encourage you guys to take some action the next time you see somebody in need, and don't think about what they're going to do with it. It's not your business. All right, I love you guys. See you soon.